Hi, welcome freshmen. My name is Mr. Monsour, and unfortunately due to the current situation with COVID-19, you're getting the alternate tour of Columbian High School, so I will be taking you through the building and pointing out some of the main areas that you need to know to make it through your first couple days here at Columbian High School. Alright, now we're entering the main hallway, so we're going to point out some of the main offices and locations here. Here on my left is choir room. So those of you in band or choir, this should be familiar, this will become very familiar. So there's band and choir, so we'll take a peek in there. And then as we go up, we'll point out some other locations. So here on the right is gymnasium, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with. So right now they're setting up, looks like, for volleyball. PE takes place there. And then here on the left, we have the auditorium. We're going to take a peek in there where often you have class meetings, musical, those kind of things. We keep working our way down the main hallway here. So here in the main hallway, sometimes this is where lunch will happen, right? And so you'll kind of hang out here, socially distant, of course, with your mask. But here on the right, we've got restrooms, and then we'll go over and check out the main office. So, so again, this hallway here is where offices are. So here's the attendance office. In the morning, you have to sign in. Go to the window, but I'm sure all of you will be here every day, so we won't have to worry about that. Mr. DeVore's office, you never want to have to go there, but hopefully you don't, but he's a nice guy, most days. Here we have the main office. We'll take a peek in there. We've got Mrs. Warnement and Mrs. Johnston. Oh, there's Mr. Trissler. We're just doing our little freshman orientation. So they're all getting ready for us for a little virtual tour. So hopefully you never have to come down.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to TC.
TC. And then actually we're going to go down so we can see the guidance offices. Is that all right? So if you go and make a right, sneak up this way, Mrs. Johnson's office on the left, and then we've got Mr. Hart. He probably doesn't want to be on camera. There you go. He's got a nice cool mask. Mrs. Musgraves.
Dunlap.
And Mrs. Dunlap. All right, so going down this hallway on my right, well, first of all, this is the well. So often in the morning, sometimes students will be hanging out here. This is Officer Swarnica's office. He's the SRO. And then often we'll have posters and stuff hanging up here in the well. Before homecoming or before they send athletes off to state, they'll sing the alma mater. Cafeteria's kind of got a lot of stuff going on there. Looks like we got a lot of computers. But we've got 2 lunch periods, A and C, during fifth. And during the first day, when you guys are back, they'll actually go through all of the rules and regulations about lunch. All right, we're going to walk this way. We'll kind of go down the science wing a little bit. Also, make sure these are downstairs and those are the upstairs. But science wing, we won't go down all the way. So most of you that are freshmen will probably have physical science, there's biology, and so this is the science wing. And then also we have a chemistry class here and physical science, but that'll be probably when you're sophomores or juniors. So we're gonna keep going down this long hallway now. Down this long hallway is where we have tech lab, languages, art, and then the new marketing program, which we'll point that out. Here on my right, this is Mr. Weber and Mrs. Lisa's office. If you have any classes with Mr. McQuistion, will be in there. Once we get set up with Canvas and those kind of things, if you need help with passwords and stuff. Dr. Gao, which is Chinese, and then Profe Ingalls is there with Spanish. So those are the 2 classes that we offer. This is going to be the new marketing class. It looks like they're doing some work in there, so if you want to take a peek in there and through Sentinel. All right, and again, in foreign languages, Profe Ingalls and Ms. Lichtenberger, they both teach Spanish, so if you're taking those courses, these are where those rooms are located. Now we're getting into the art department and art classes. Mr. Schmitz, Ms. Humphrey, and Mrs. Paradiso. So Mr. Schmitz, sculpture and painting, and then we go here to Mrs. Humphrey's room. Now we're gonna take a quick peek outside, show you where those of you that are maybe in TCC where the satellites are. We won't go into those classrooms, but let me show you where they're at. For those of you in TCC, when you look on your schedule, look for something that says like Sat 4, Sat 1. These are the satellites. And so just kind of remember, it's gonna be overwhelming that first day trying to figure out all these classrooms, but just ask, we'll help you. Now that we're back in the building, we're going to head upstairs to the second floor where a lot of your English and history and social studies classes will take place. Alright, so welcome to the second floor again. So one thing I want to point out is the way the classrooms are numbered. So like I said outside, you have an SAT, that's a satellite. 100's on the first floor, 200's on the second floor. And if you're going to see, the numbers go in a big loop. So we've got 209 here, we've got 208, but as you're going to see, they run in a loop. And so, like I said earlier though, ask a teacher, they're going to know kind of the right direction. So we're going to head down this long hallway. So here's health and some of our math classes. So these first sets are math classes. So again, just checking out the long hallway. So your algebras, geometry, we have Mr. First here. And then also, if any of you are taking business classes with Mrs. Geiger, this is her classroom. You may want to take a peek in there, and the lights hopefully will pop on. But she does entrepreneurship, business, so classes there. And we're going to keep heading down the hallway. This is the long hallway. So again, more math classes. Mrs. Pauley teaches more of like upper level algebra, 3 calculus, and then Mr. Weingart is here. So again, just make sure you look at the room numbers, and then Mrs. Warnement in math. So we'll let you peek in a couple of those if you like, or we can look at some more down the other way. So we're going to check out Mrs. Warment's room. Keep heading this way, and we're going to start getting into some of the social studies history classes. The one thing I'm going to point out is on outside of each teacher's room will be their name. So we have Mr. Headley here, teaches social studies. So if you just look for teacher's name. The other thing I'm going to point out, which you'll go through during orientation, is our TIF and proud, positive, respectful, owner, understanding, dependable. You get more about that during your other orientation, but again, when you're looking for class number, 213, room number, and then all the teachers have their name on the outside. So, we got some more math here from Mr. Hartenstein, and then pretty much most of your social studies classes here. We got Mr. Edmonds' room here. And then across the hall, probably a lot, you'll have Mr. Cole. And so if you want to take a peek in there, these are your freshmen social studies teachers. Okay. Mr. Donaldson, and Mrs. Gardner's room. So that's pretty much math, business, social studies. Not sure if we can get into the library or study hall. Alright, so here's study hall. As you can see, the study hall room here, and then most of you may or may not have a study hall, it just depends on your schedule. And then we're going to go around the other way and show you the library, or what we'll call the media center. So media center, we'll get a little creative here. Fortunate that we have a lot of computers. So some of the things as freshmen you're going to have to get is you'll get logins and tip accounts. Like I said earlier, we are using a Canvas system this year, which is going to be a little different. Probably a lot of use Google Classroom. But here in the Media Center, you have access to the computers, you can do research, write papers or whatnot. And we also have a pretty good extensive collection of books. Ms. Ray Damon's up here to help you, and Mrs. Fo's also up here as well. So depending on, I think every classroom will have a computer cart, but often before or after school, you would have access to the media center. But the big thing is just making sure you can log into your accounts. So spend lots of time in here, all right? Got some restrooms up here too. So language arts, English, so things like pre-AP, AP English, everything else. So Mrs. Lewis is there, Mr. Vasco's here. So it has to be the freshman hallway. You guys don't have lots of it. So you're going to have to use the carrying this book. So this is usually the freshman box would be the Brindler. And then kind of where the freshmen would hang out. Maybe they still hang out after. So again, welcome to TC. This is hopefully you found this helpful, and if you got any questions, just be sure to ask a teacher in the hallway.